Good afternoon. This is Mrs. Johnson going over the Unit 5 Russia and Eurasian Republics Reteach review session for those who were not able to attend either this morning or this afternoon. This is for you. Pay attention. Okay, here we go. My mouse is giving me attitude. Let's slide it over. There we go. So, on this review, here's what we need to do. First thing I wanted to know was what materials did you use to prepare for the test? You should have used your history and geography BOK, your review packet, and then quizzes is meant to be used as a supplement, something extra. Okay, this is climate of Russia. The climate ranges from Arctic to semi-arid to humid subtropical regions. However, the location in the high latitudes and Arctic winds contribute to Russia's cold climate. What are some physical features that are found in Russia and the Eurasian republics? They include the Ural Mountains, the Caucasus Mountains, Lake Baikal, the Volga River, and the Western Siberian Plain. Those are some of the physical features that are found in the region. What divides Europe and Asia? That's going to be the Ural Mountains. That picture is a hint of something that's coming up. What are some of the natural resources that are found in Russia? That includes oil, natural gas, copper, gold, hydropower, aluminum, lead, fish, and forest products. How does Russia transport oil across long distances? That's going to be pipelines. What is the coldest town on Earth? That's going to be Oymyakon. Define communism. This is one of your vocabulary words. Communism is a system of government in which one political party controls the government and the economy. Moving on. Defining socialism. Socialism is a system in which the government controls economic resources. Free enterprise, is a system in which citizen-owned businesses create goods and services. Glasnost is a policy of openness. And perestroika is restructuring the economy. Mikhail Gorbachev is the former president of the Soviet Union who brought in new policies of economics and government that ultimately led to the end of the nation. He resigned his office on December 25, 1991. Define radioactive. That means it gives off energy caused by the breakdown of atoms. Define the Cold War. That's a period of tension between the Soviet Union and the United States. It was not a direct conflict. Remember when we read the Butter Battle book with the Ukes and the Zooks. Explain how the Soviet Union collapsed. After the fall of the Berlin Wall and experiencing freedom through the policy of glasnost, many of the republics declared their independence. The Soviet government could not control the huge land holdings, and so the country collapsed. And so how did things change after the fall of communism? Well, former Soviet republics gained autonomy and established market economies. Remember, when we say market, that's the same thing as free market or free enterprise. And then, what's important about the Aral Sea? The Aral Sea was a source of irrigation for cotton farming and agriculture, and as a result of overuse, the lake has diminished in size significantly over the past 60 years. It has really shrunk. Some of the effects of the disaster at Chernobyl: death, disease for those who cleaned up, better technology in the power plants that are built now. Whenever they build a nuclear power plant, they can do it a lot more safely. What is important about the Trans-Siberian Railroad? The Trans-Siberian Railroad connects European Russia to Asiatic Russia. It's 6,000 miles in length, and it requires 1 week to travel from Moscow to Vladivostok. Some elements of Russian culture, customs, religion, arts, etc. Remember their architecture with the cool onion domes like St. Basil's Cathedral when you've seen a picture of that. Remember that the religion is primarily Russian Orthodox. With arts, they have nesting dolls, ballet, classical music, including composers Rachmaninoff, Stravinsky, and Tchaikovsky. And then with folklore, remember the story of the Firebird, the Baba Yaga, and Vasilisa. Okay? Sorry about that last word. Well, tongue and I are agreeing. Okay, where does most of the population live in Russia? Most of the population lives in the southeastern portion of the country in the European portion of Russia. So it's going to be on the European side of the Ural Mountains, is what you're thinking about. Okay, study your notes once again, look over them, review your information. You can do the quizzes, links, those are still available on Canvas. But remember, looking over the notes is your primary way of going through the material and reviewing for an assessment. Good luck!